Yes, friends, today I want to ask about that great secret that humanity has been chasing since the first day of its existence, for which it has waged wars and spent fortunes, but which the majority have departed this world without ever catching. Are you truly happy? Or are you one of those who always postpone happiness to the next stop? If I can just finish this school, if I start earning this much salary, if I get married, if I buy this car, I will be very happy. Are you one of those who waste their lives in a chase by saying things like that? Let's admit it, the modern world is selling us yet another massive illusion. Every time we open social media, every time we look at billboards, it tells us a common lie that is whispered to us. You are inadequate. If you find yourself with more than you need, you will likely try to buy that shiny, perfect life and convince yourself that you will finally be happy. And while we run like crazy after these carrots dangled in front of us, we don't even realize that the best years of our lives are slipping through our fingers. And when we reach those things we aimed for, that great feeling of happiness lasts only a few days, or at most, a few weeks. Then that void inside us grows again, and we go chasing after a bigger carrot. So where are we going wrong? Is the key to happiness really hidden somewhere out there? Or are we forcing the wrong keys into the wrong doors? Today, we are going to truly decode the much hyped, misunderstood, and corrupted concept of happiness. We are going to break the mold. If you are ready, we are going to stop looking for happiness outside and start noticing, questioning, and changing that true treasure within ourselves. No matter how good or bad something that happens to a person is, after a while, they get used to that situation and return to their baseline level of happiness. When the happiness levels of people who won the biggest lottery jackpot and people who experienced a major loss in their lives are measured 1 year after the event, they turn out to be very close to each other. In other words, external conditions, money, house, career, fame, determine only 10% of our general happiness, mind you. 50% is genetic factors. The remaining 40% is entirely related to our mental habits, our perspective on life, and our choices. What do? We ignore that massive 40% power. We sacrifice ourselves to change that 10% of external conditions. We actually think of happiness as a result. We think we will be happy when we reach that point. But no, happiness is not a station to arrive at. It is how you watch the outside from the window of the train heading to that station. It is the journey itself. So what do philosophy and psychology show us as the real key to happiness, I wonder? Let's take a look. It actually gives us 3 keys here. That is, managing expectations and returning to the present. What makes us unhappy is not life itself, but that massive gap between our expectations of life and reality. Our minds are constantly being robbed by 2 great thieves. We don't realize it. The past and the future. When we get stuck in the past, we actually experience regret and sadness. And when we focus too much on the future, certain illnesses take hold of us. Yet life flows only and exclusively within the present moment. If there is no problem in this breath you are taking, that is, right now, in this very second, please do not poison your present with that imaginary future you have created in your mind. A person who cannot enjoy what they have cannot be happy even when they reach what they do not have. Now here comes another key, living a meaningful life actually. Chasing only momentary pleasures, that is, constantly shopping, constantly consuming, seeking temporary entertainment, these things do not bring happiness to a person. They just create an anesthetic effect, so to speak. They temporarily numb that void inside you. True and lasting happiness is holding on to a meaning. What is your purpose in this life? Who are you touching? Which universe are you expanding? A person who serves a purpose greater than themselves, who creates and who beautifies someone else's life, is actually the most spiritually fulfilled person. If we look at another key here, briefly, we have used this frequently in our previous videos as well. So, Stoic philosophers actually say, if you tie your happiness to the attitudes of others, the economy, the weather, or things that can abandon you and leave, you will live as a slave your whole life, they say. The greatest key to happiness is actually being able to maintain the peace of your own inner palace, no matter what happens outside. What others think of you is their problem, not yours. What life brings you is life's own discretion. Your duty is actually to maintain your reaction, your stance, and your dignity in the face of what is brought to you. Dear friends, happiness does not, of course, mean laughing every day or being constantly very cheerful. This is actually another imposition of the modern world. A person can get bored, feel sad, or get tired. True happiness is actually that calm, unshakable, deep inner peace that flows beneath all these human emotions. And that peace cannot be bought from the outside. No city you visit, no luxury venue you go to, no piece of clothing you buy will cover up that resentment or void inside you. Unless you make peace with your inner self and cleanse your mind of those rigid expectations, no matter where you go, you will take both yourself and your baggage with you. Now stop forcing those doors. Throw the wrong keys in the trash. The real key is right there in your hand, in your heart, and in your mind. Notice life, honestly question your relationships, and please do not be afraid to change your perspective, and you will see you are not alone on this journey. Now I have a request for you. Please write it in the comments. What is that small but real moment of happiness that warms your heart and makes you say, I'm glad I'm alive, even when everything in your life is going wrong? A cup of coffee, a child's laughter, or just silence? Come on, let's redefine happiness below. If you liked the video, you can help this wave of peace reach more people by leaving a like, and you can join our family by subscribing to the channel. I will be here again in the next video to shed light on another dark corner of our minds. Until that day, I wish you days full of well-being where you lighten your expectations, enjoy the moment, and find that true key in your heart. Goodbye.